What's up, besties? Apologies that I kind of look sad right now. I promise I am not crying. My eyes are swollen and red, but I am not crying. All is more than well in life. We're doing extreme casual today with the glasses and the shacket. And we're just vibing because my contacts were really upsetting my eyeballs today. And we just needed to give ourselves a break. Every once in a while, you just need to de-glam and just be casual. You know what I mean? So that is our Tuesday vibe that we are going with today. Super excited to be streaming with you guys tonight. And thank you all for those of you that are hopping on across platforms, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Rumble, and on Getter, our OG Getter gang over there for the stream. As we dive further into Women's History Month, I'm really excited about tonight's topic because we are going to be unpacking the lies of modern feminism and why we are telling women who are obviously supporting women and uplifting women and encouraging women that they are not feminists. But those who are okay letting biological men take over the movement are the real feminists, and where that dichotomy and false narrative came from and where we can go from here. It's a heavy topic, so strap in. It's going to be really fun, though, and I definitely want your guys' feedback and your thoughts and your questions in the live chat as we are continuing the stream throughout the evening. We are always honest over here on the stream. So today is a little bit special because this is a pre-recorded message to you from the past several hours ago that you are now watching in real time. I am right now in the live chat talking with you guys, which is very weird because I am in two places at once. But we had to pre-record our stream tonight because during our normal stream time, I am going to be doing an event virtually with some students in Tennessee, which I'm super excited about, and just encouraging the next generation and getting to do a one-on-one with their group that is a little bit different from our live stream. So unfortunately, that got scheduled during our normal live stream hours. So this is a pre-recorded video, but I am right now in the beyond talking with all of you guys in real time in the live chat as well. So, spooky. Isabel's two places at once, just as feminism is in multiple places at once, apparently. So we're going to be diving right into all of that because let me tell you what, it is freaking insane. I was scrolling through social media today and on my Instagram feed, Newsweek magazine popped up, which, as you guys know, I have a fun relationship with Newsweek magazine. Right behind me is a picture of me on the cover of Newsweek magazine in the fall of 2019. Wearing a MAGA hat where I was representing the youth conservative movement and why Gen Z is rejecting so many talking points and policies and politicians of the political left in America and the Democrat Party. So Newsweek and I go way back, but I was scrolling through social media and Newsweek's Instagram account posted a screenshot of an article that they shared yesterday, Monday, March 7th, of a woman who said, I am a stay-at-home girlfriend and I'm also a feminist. And in the caption of this post, they took an excerpt from the article where this girl is saying, hey, I'm allowed to stay home and support my boyfriend and not necessarily work and still support women and call myself a feminist. And she explains how posting things on social media and being a bit of a content creator and an influencer has really turned people on her to destroy her reputation and destroy her image. The entire thing is incredibly sad, but I thought she very eloquently explained what is going on with modern feminism and where people are getting this wrong, where there's an opportunity for dialogue and where people can come together and really have an important conversation. So this girl has about 500,000 followers on Instagram. She's verified. She's like a feminine self-care fashion influencer and lifestyle influencer. Essentially, her name is Kendall K. And I don't want to steal words out of her mouth because I think that she perfectly eloquently explains what we are getting wrong in modern feminism. And there's never been a better time for us to talk about it than Women's History Month, where we're supposed to, I don't know, be uplifting women. Shocking. I know. The headline with Newsweek is, I'm a stay-at-home girlfriend and a feminist by Kendall K. And she writes, I met my boyfriend, as I'm dying, sorry, when I was 24 years old at a party in Tulum. At the time, I was living in Los Angeles and doing some modeling on social media. 2 years prior to meeting him, I graduated from college and earned my bachelor's degree in architecture. I feel that in the United States, young people are pushed to go to college really early, before we even know what we want to do with our lives. I chose architecture school because it seemed the most interesting to me. I'm a very creative, structural thinker, so I really loved the classes. But I just couldn't see myself pursuing a career in that field. Nothing putting down women or anti-feminist about that statement. She chose a path for her degree, was probably too late in to her college experience to change her degree, decided not to do it. That's what I did, by the way. My degree is in biomedical sciences. I even got my master's degree in biomedical sciences, policy, and advocacy, but I decided not to go to medical school and not even to go to law school, to pursue a different path, much like Kendall, largely in content creation and doing what I was doing as a side hustle throughout school as my career instead. Nothing anti-woman or anti-feminist about that. We just decided to go in a different direction. By this stage, she writes, I had already started growing my social media presence and was making some money, so I decided to go down that route instead of architecture because I had way more passion for it. I love how much it can integrate into my real life. For me, it doesn't really feel like working at all. I feel like I can just hold up a camera and be myself, which gives me so much freedom. This is Kendall. She's beautiful. While I was living in LA and networking a ton and would be invited to while I was living in LA, I was networking a ton and would be invited to lots of different events. At this time, one of my boyfriend's friends, wow, glasses is today is struggling, would plan these extravagant trips to Mexico and invite a bunch of models. My boyfriend Luke was also invited, and we were all staying in a villa together. Luke and I got along so well. We hung out together for the entire trip and just fell in love in Mexico. He was living in Puerto Rico, and by the end of our time in Tulum, asked whether I wanted to go back there with him. I knew it was fast, but because I had been working for myself on social media, I didn't have any job to report to, so I had all the freedom to say yes. Initially, I just wanted to spend more time with him, but I quickly realized how much I love being with him, and we've been pretty much inseparable ever since. Very sweet story. Since we moved in together, my boyfriend has taken care of me financially, so I haven't had to work as much or create as much of my own income. However, I do still enjoy social media, so while I'm mostly a stay-at-home girlfriend, I create content as well. When I first moved to Puerto Rico, I stopped doing as much modeling and tried to figure out what my new niche was going to be online. I saw the stay-at-home girlfriend trend where women who are financially supported by their partners share vlogs about their lives, and it resonated with me so much. I posted a few day-in-my-life videos sharing what my daily routine was because I knew that my lifestyle was very unique, and it blew up. They got millions of views in total. From then on, I knew that sharing content about my lifestyle was going to be my new niche. I think my videos blew up because people found them very controversial. They were either really supportive and admired my lifestyle, saying things like, wow, goals, or they thought it was a terrible idea, claiming the concept is old-fashioned and saying they didn't want to witness it existing. Okay, so just don't watch the video. The comment section really went wild with people thinking one way or another. There are a lot of people who have said my videos are anti-feminist and that my lifestyle is going backwards. But I feel that feminism exists so women can have a choice to do whatever they want. Smart cookie. And I think that it's amazing that I have that freedom. I don't believe I am pushing back women's rights in any way. There's some more pictures from her social media. My videos reach a huge audience, and so there are many different people with an opinion on my lifestyle. It's not normal to see that many people's thoughts about our lives, so I ignore them and don't take them too seriously, especially as they're normally at the very extreme ends of the spectrum. I am often criticized for not being financially independent, but I feel very secure. A common question I am asked is, isn't this risky? Don't you think this is a recipe for financial abuse? I don't always talk about this in my videos, but I believe it is incredibly important for anyone in a similar situation, whether you be a stay-at-home wife or mom, to have some sort of financial security for yourself. This can look different for everyone, but for me, I still make some money doing content creation. I make around $2,000 per month, but I have savings from when I was working a lot, which is good to rely on. It would not be enough to completely support myself if we were ever to break up, but it's enough to make me feel like I have enough power in our relationship. My boyfriend and I have very different roles in the relationship based, and our financial dynamic really emphasizes that. I feel like I've become an even more feminine version of myself since I met him, and he is even more driven in his work than before because we focus on such different things. I no longer have to focus on making money, and he doesn't have to focus on cooking or cleaning or things that he doesn't want to do. We're both very happy. Here come the feminists. I feel like we have this yin and yang relationship, almost like men and women are designed for different things. Interesting, where we really help each other out in ways that we need it. I think the biggest benefit to my lifestyle is having the freedom to really take care of myself and choose how I want my life to look. For example, this week I have been recovering from a cold and was just able to completely take care of myself, and it was so easy. I didn't have anyone to report to. I really prioritize my well-being and my peace, so I try not to overschedule myself, but I always make sure to work out every day. I love going on long walks and doing a lot of cooking. I'm in the kitchen most of the day preparing meals for my boyfriend and me. I love to bake and will spend some time every day tidying up and cleaning around the house. So she's cooking, she's cleaning, she's taking care of herself physically. How dare you, Kendall? I mean, honestly, how dare you? How dare you make your life better at the expense of promoting a narrative that you need to go to an office every single day? I always saw myself being a stay-at-home wife or a stay-at-home mom, so I see myself living a similar lifestyle when I get to that next stage of life. I also want to continue developing my social media channels and have more of a personal brand for myself so that I can expand that as I get older as well. I wouldn't say I want to encourage anyone else to live a similar lifestyle to me because I don't think it's a good goal for people to have. If you are constantly looking for someone who will take care of you, I feel you're entering that relationship for the wrong reasons. But once women are already in this situation, I don't believe there's anything wrong with it. I don't believe there's anything wrong with it either, Kendall. But I do find it fascinating that people are so up in arms about this girl. Somebody who has decided that feminism is supposed to mean giving people the freedom to do what they want out of their life, to be a stay-at-home mom, to be a stay-at-home girlfriend, to support their partner, their fiance or husband, or to be a total badass corporate girly, or both. There's absolutely nothing wrong with embracing what your life is supposed to look like instead of everybody else's life. And I think we've spent so much time in the last several decades, particularly pertaining to the messaging that we're giving to millennials and Generation Z about what a feminist is supposed to look like. It's not fighting for equal rights anymore. We already have equal rights in society. There is quite literally no right that a man has that you do not have as a woman. I challenge you to name one. Crickets? Anyone? It's because it doesn't exist. We already accomplished equal rights. We accomplished equal protection under the law. But the cause needed to keep going, right? This is the problem with progressivism. When you're progressing a cause for something, once you've attained it, you can no longer progress it. And that is why you've seen so many of these social and cultural and political movements just continue to go off the rails, because instead of acknowledging that you've accomplished everything you were fighting for, you're desperate to just keep fighting for something, and you lose complete sight of what the mission originally was or was supposed to be. With feminism, we did accomplish everything that feminism sought out to do. And now we need something to keep progressing, even if it's not actually doing anything progressive for society, but regressing us as a society to the point that we're erasing womanhood in its entirety. We're calling moms birthing people. We're calling women people who menstruate. We're saying that it's fine, and more than fine, it should be celebrated for biological men to enter our bathrooms, for biological men to beat us in sports at every level, in school, at the collegiate level, and the professional level alike. We're trying to say that it's preferable for biological men to be surrogates of our children instead of us embracing the beauty of pregnancy and the beauty of bringing another life into the world. I could keep going. The world is full of insane examples. But at what point did we decide it was okay to attack women who wanted to embrace naturally feminine instincts and lifestyles, like caring for your partner and being a homemaker and striving to be a mom and raising kids, as anti-feminist or regressive? Isn't it supposed to be an anything goes society? Or is the only way to be a feminist to be subservient to a usually male corporate CEO that demands all of your time and all of your energy, tells you that you shouldn't settle down in a marriage or in a family relationship because that's just going to hold you down? That's going to hold you back from everything that you could accomplish here in the workplace? When did we decide that it was okay for us to attack what womanhood is in its essence? And that's not to say every woman needs to be a stay-at-home mom. You don't have to be. My mom wasn't a stay-at-home mom. She was for a few years when I was really young, but she worked my entire childhood. I don't plan on being a stay-at-home mom. Luckily, I work pretty much from anywhere, so that's a beauty and a luxury of my lifestyle as a content creator, and I'm unbelievably grateful for that. I plan on working. I'm an entrepreneur. I have a small business. I'm a content creator. I'm a political commentator. I'm an author. I don't plan on stopping any of those things, but I still want to be a mom. Does that make me anti-feminist? Does me wanting to have a clean home or to eat well or to take care of myself make me an anti-feminist? Even if you go to Instagram, and we've looked at this account in the past, so it's lovely for us to take some time and unpack it again. Even if you go to Instagram and you search @feminist, this is the account that comes up. It has 6.3 million followers and engages with millions upon millions of people every day. @feminist is a community that says anyone can be a feminist. #feminist for all. Some of it's cut off because of the stream, but an intersectional, international, intentional, and intergenerational feminist community of change makers. Scroll down. One of the first posts you see. Here, let's fix this. One of the first posts that you see. Oops, sorry. Trans women belong in women's history too. Trans women belong in women's history too. Great. Happy Women's History Month. That's what it says. Oh, this makes my head want to explode. And if you scroll through, trans women are not confused men, delusional men, mentally ill or crazy, going through a phase. Men pretending to be women, men who look like women, actually gay men. Trans men are women. True feminism includes all women. Trans women, black women, Latina women, is that the new version of Latinx? Gag. Indigenous women, queer women, disabled women, fat women, and more. Notice how they don't say skinny or straight or Christian. Follow trans women. Here are some starting suggestions of all of these accounts. All right, let's keep scrolling through this account because it's a lovely, lovely window into what we can expect. Trans youth deserve gender-affirming healthcare. @feminist. Because Tennessee Governor Bill Lee signed into law a ban on gender-affirming care for children, aka no longer chemically castrating children, he's a bigot. Trans youth deserve gender-affirming health care. Here's on @feminist. Tennessee's new anti-trans laws. Or how about this? People have been taught to fear the very things of the potential to set them free. The focus has been on comprehension, not compassion. What I tell men is this: it's not about accepting transgender, unconforming people. This is about accepting yourself. And if you do that work first, everything I'm going to say, it makes sense. But if you don't do that work, everything that I say is going to be inherited as an attack. From a zero-sum ideology that makes you think that if other people thrive, you must somehow lose something, aka trans women are not an attack to cisgender men. I love seeing this on @feminist on Instagram. Uplifting and inspiring and paving the way for women. Let's keep scrolling. @feminist, explaining the difference between being transgender and non-binary. Neither of which would apply to women. All right, let's keep Women's History Month intersectional. Remember, celebrating Women's History Month is not just about recognizing the achievements of famous women of the past, but also about supporting and empowering the women in our communities today. Intersectionality is important because we talk about factors like race, ethnicity, class, sexual orientation, disability status, and other social identities. Without considering these intersections, the women's rights movement risks being exclusionary and failing to address the specific needs and challenges faced by women who are marginalized by multiple systems of oppression. Women's rights is not a one-size-fits-all endeavor, but rather a complex and ongoing effort to address the diverse and intersecting needs of all women, all of us or none of us. I can't. This, I like this one a lot. Let's smack ourselves in the face with Ukraine. This is what we tell women you absolutely must embrace if you want to be pro-woman. If you want to call yourself a feminist, this is what we tell people that they must embrace. What gaining weight taught me. Trans acceptance saves lives. I'm non-binary. This is non-binary. Black feminist climate activists. Black and queer romance novels to read this Valentine's Day. Have terrific sex. Fat in lingerie. Okay. I just remain completely shocked that we continue to go down this road further and further and further. How about this one? Sister, not cis turf. No feminism without the trans community. Cis turf being cisgender. Turf is transgender, exclusionary, radical feminists. I've been called a turf many, many a time, as has J.K. Rowling. Based. When did it become okay for us to attack womanhood in its entirety under the guise of acceptance, of inclusivity, of progressivism, just for the sake of progressing something? This is a short stream. It's a pre-recorded stream tonight, but it's an important message that I want you to take away. If you really care about women, if you really were to consider yourself, in the truest sense of the word, a feminist, someone who believes in uplifting and supporting women for equality for women, not equity with men, if you really care about women in society today, where can you speak up for the truth? Where can you counter these lies that modern feminism, which does just about anything to uplift women, by the way, continues to propagate? Where can you empower and inspire the women in your life to embrace femininity and what she was designed to be by the creator of the universe? Where, step by step, can we identify every lie from the feminist movement, from sexual liberation and casual sex to getting rid of the nuclear family and marriage to saying that you shouldn't want kids. Kids will just hold you back and never propagate you into a better future, that you have to work for someone else for the rest of your life to be happy, to feel successful. Where can we attack these lies? There are more off the top of my head. That birth control is going to set you free and all of a sudden balance your hormones and make you healthier. That obesity is far more attractive and better for you and healthier for you than taking care of yourself. That you should never clean or cook for a man because, God forbid, he's grateful for that and wants to honor and respect you for that. He has to do all of those things for you. Where can we attack these lies one by one, openly and loudly? Where can we raise our hands in class, in high school and college, and say, I don't subscribe to any of that? Where can we post on our social media or teach our kids, if some of you guys are parents, to attack these lies with the truth. I shudder to think about what Women's History Month is going to look like a year from today. Because think of all that's happened in the last several years alone with the complete erasure of what it means to be a woman in the first place. Don't let it get that far. Fight back. Speak up. Tell the truth. And actually support women. I dare you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Want to give a big shout out to our amazing friends at Public Square. If you guys haven't already joined Public Square, I'm dropping the link right now to add your small business to this national marketplace of tens of thousands of businesses that share your values, pro-freedom, pro-family, pro-faith, you name it. It is the best place to go if you are a business owner looking for a consumer base that shares your values, or you are a consumer looking for businesses that share your values as well. They've got everything on here from food companies and meat delivery systems and subscription boxes to skincare to clothing to guns, literally everything that you can possibly imagine. Go download the Public Square app on the App Store or Google Play, or check out publicsq.com. And again, I'm dropping the link right now in our live chat if you are a small business owner to add your business to Public Square. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe or follow button on whatever platform you are watching tonight. Thank you guys so much for taking some time out of your beautiful Tuesday evening. And we are back for Reels Live in real time tomorrow night for a spicy, spicy topic. Get excited, and I will see you guys tomorrow.